That was great. It was great. What we did is we asked one of our students to come forward and speak to you. I don't think there's any better example of the things we teach. And you know, I feel that the things that are most important at Notre Dame are reverence, respect, and responsibility. You know, yeah, we're sending 99.9% of our students on to college. Yeah, we got over 18 million in scholarships. Yeah, we're sending them to the finest colleges and universities across the nation. But if they don't learn reverence, respect, and responsibility, then they're not going to make it in life. You know, the student I'm going to introduce, you know, Kaitlyn is the daughter of Blaine and Beth Elkers. Their son both attends Cal Poly. Tonight it's really a privilege for me to introduce her because she's the valedictorian valedictorian of the class of 2013. Kaitlyn's achievements are extensive, and quite frankly, you know, I've introduced other speakers, and I could go on and on. But I think few might have the credentials that she has at such a young age. She's graduating #1 in her class. She's a valedictorian. She has a GPA of 4.39. She's graduating summa cum laude. She's taken 15 honors and 7 AP classes, 22 total. You know, to graduate from the summa, you need 14. Only C.J. Harvey and Kaitlyn in this class have taken that amount, 22 honors or AP classes. She's one of our National Merits finalists. We've had 25 in the history of the school. We had 4 this year, and she's one of them. She's the president of our modern day chapter of the National Honor Society. And she's currently co-captain of the varsity tennis team, who had a very, very disappointing loss last week to the team that eventually won it all. Her mom, Beth, is the president of the Mothers Guild. Kaitlyn received over 600,000 scholarship awards. She will be attending Emory University in Atlanta this fall on a merit scholarship with plans to go on to medical school. Emory, if you don't know, is in Atlanta, and it's a very prestigious school. Please welcome, you know, Kaitlyn.
First, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight and donating to Notre Dame. Notre Dame, as a school, really raises the bar and encourages its students to do so. Actually, my first real experience with the raised expectations that Notre Dame has was with Principal Gonzalez. Before freshman year, I tested into 4 honors classes, and there were many people that told me that taking these would be way too much, especially because I didn't come from a particularly rigorous middle school. Mr. Gonzalez thought I could, along with my dad, and with that, I went ahead and took all those classes. I'm definitely not going to say it was an easy transition, but it was an accomplishment, and I know that I am stronger for it. It is the reason that I'm up here tonight. If I had taken just 1 or 2 less honors classes, I wouldn't be valedictorian. That's how close it is between me and C.J. Harvey. My sophomore year also brought an experience where NDP was exemplary. Coming into high school, I had no idea what the heck a PSAT was. Even sophomore year, I knew it was a pre-SAT, but I was more excited to get out of school early than to take the test. Taking it sophomore year, along with my entire class, I realized how important that test could be for college scholarship and admissions. I was, and still am, extremely grateful for that year of practice. Between the fall of my sophomore year and the fall of my junior year, my score rose 30 points, which is equivalent to an SAT score jump of 300 points. And I think this is a true testament to how much we learn in even just a year at Notre Dame. My junior year, I was in physics class, and we had just finished prayer, and that got me thinking. Quickly before class started, I looked up my calculator. If an average prayer is 30 seconds, we pray before each of our 8 classes, and we have about 180 days of school a year. how much time do we spend praying at NDP? The answer, 48 hours. 2 whole days praying. Taking that time to pray every day really does make a difference, and it is a third way that Notre Dame is a step above other high schools. Although by senior year, my public school days are far behind me, I can still remember the classes there, sometimes with 40+ kids. Coming from public school, the class sizes were a big change, and a very good one. My public school friends are in disbelief when I tell them that my AP Bio class this year has 6 kids. My focused research class had 7. That's a huge difference from public school. Students actually get the individual attention from teachers when they need, and from experience, I can tell you that the classroom environment is much more focused. To be able to talk and lead in the classroom is an invaluable skill that would have been much more difficult at any other school. Notre Dame is an environment where we are expected to be leaders and contribute, and this is another way that Notre Dame raises the bar. Finally, we look beyond high school. Now, I can't say that I know every graduate, but I do know a good number of them because my brother graduated last year. And every single graduate that I know is doing wonderfully in college. Notre Dame is a college preparatory, and it does its job brilliantly. After college, I know that Notre Dame has given me many skills that I will take into the rest of my life. The first of these skills is leadership. Notre Dame has a club for everything, and that makes it very easy to get involved in leadership. I have had friends that have started clubs, and many more friends that have had leadership positions. Just this year, I was president of 2 and involved in 6. Also, with small class sizes, I've been able to be a leader in the classroom. The second of these life skills is a love of service. Notre Dame has a requirement of 125 hours of service, which is a very daunting task as a freshman. But through it all, I really have developed a love of service. So much so that even now, when I am done with all my required service, I am going to South Africa with my church to help children whose parents have lost their lives to AIDS. I would like to thank all the parents here tonight. You are the ones that are holding up the bar for the school. Freshman parents, congratulations on making it through the first year. The transition can be really tough, and making it through that should give you a lot of confidence and pride. Sophomore parents, keep holding the bar up for your kids. You are coming up on probably the hardest academic year yet, with an emphasis on grades and test scores for your student. So if your kid is anything like me, be there to help them when they completely stress out. Junior parents, you're coming up on a time of college applications, essays, and big decisions. If I have anything to offer your students, it would be to get your essays done over the summer. Senior year was busier than I could have ever imagined, and having my college essays done would have been a huge help. Senior parents, we have 11 days left. Your time here is basically done. You held the bar high for your student, and we've made it to graduation. Also, for any soon-to-be empty nesters, please find my parents and keep them busy so they don't call me every single day. Finally, I would like to thank Principal Gonzalez. He started this school on a strong foundation, and he will always be remembered as the founding principal. He has started the expansion of our school, which will take NDP to the next level. The values and skills that Notre Dame has taught us are things that we will take into college and into the rest of our lives. Thank you for the honor of speaking tonight and your generosity that has allowed Notre Dame to become what it is today and what it will be in the future.